Vanquish. What's up, y'all?
Vanquish.
Grash here. This is a game I got a while ago that I heard pretty good things about. It kind of went under people's radar, mine included. This Vanquish game by Sega. I kept watching different little videos of this and seeing odd little articles online about this Vanquish game that I'd never heard of, and it looks really kick-ass to me. So I figured I had to pick this up. I got it on the cheap on Amazon for under 20 bucks, and this is me here playing it for the very first time. So you'll notice that
Sam, I'm going to display a virtual target.
that some of my skills here are lacking, but that's just me getting used to the controls. So right now here I'm doing the tutorial, and it's kind of one of these standard, I don't want to say standard, but it's a similar kind of like the Halo beginning where you put into your awesome super suit, and then they have you go through all, they embed that into the tutorial, which is kind of clever, but it's been done before. So here I am going through the different control schemes, and I'll be honest, it takes a little bit to get used to. It's not necessarily hard, but it's there's a lot more than sort of your standard third-person action controls.
I know what I'm doing.
You have a lot of cool extra moves, and then there's also these different modes that it can go into that you'll see, where time will slow down and things like that. So right now, it's just the very basic controls I'm going through here, So here it's like coming up to this wall and trying to figure out how to. They have it as evade, but it's really like a vault, unless maybe that's a no. Yeah, I'm wrong. I think it's you have to. So there's a cover system with the square button for the PS3, and then when you press against that along against the item, then you hop over it. But then there's also that evade that you keep seeing pop up, where I'm doing that little flip roll move.
Skeletal actuators functioning nominally.
So just a quick comment here too. I love this outfit. It looks fucking kick-ass. You got these grenades strapped to the side. Okay, and there's like the signature move, this like power slide, and it is awesome. It's like you're just all over the place with this stuff. So there's me just messing around, getting used to it, and you can really keep it going for a while. So you see that bar on the right, at the bottom right, that's like the power of your suit. So as she said there, it overheats after a while, and then you can't use it, kind of like running out of mana, they run out of gas, whatever.
It's causing some temporary performance.
But yeah, I really like this suit. It kind of
has I'm losing like 30%
just
mobility.
a different look to it. It's
30% is within our
it's not as clunky and
Elena, let's move on.
as bulky as some other suits, and it's just got a lot of detail to it on the character model, which I just think is pretty wicked. Alright, so here we're going into the weapons. So it's going to pop up some dummies here for me to shoot.
Affirmative. Launching virtual target.
And I like third-person shooters myself. I think it's fun to be able to see the character model, especially if they look pretty rad, like this guy does here with some sweet moves. So here I was kind of messing up. I was trying to go into like a zoom view, and I didn't think there was one, but then I was just doing it ahead of time. So now here's where, of course. Here's where I can do it, but I'm fucked up there. And now I finally am like paying attention. Oh, okay, that's how I got it. So it's your standard L1 to go into kind of a zoomed in mode and aim it, and then you can reload at the R2 there. But I really like the guns. I like the sound of them a lot. I like the bullets flying off the side and the burst graphics coming from the gun,
Recoil compensators
and even
are
hitting the enemies too
normally.
are pretty cool. Pretty good
You can't
detail on
suppress the
that.
recoil anymore.
Sam, your weapon isn't exactly stock.
I know.
I know.
The voice
changing
acting
blade
on this,
modes.
from
Let's
what
try
I've
firing
seen
something different.
from my little time with it, is pretty cheesy, but it's like, to me it's cheesy in a good way, like kind of over the top or just a little bit under over the top. kind of awesome and funny. Explosions are pretty sweet. So here they're trying to get me to cycle through the weapons, and I think I'm having too much fun shooting the main one. I'm like, oh, I need to try these other weapons. So here's the shotgun.
We're still working on expanding the number of configurations stored in memory. You can't just scan whatever you want and have it work.
So you
That
can really
being
take
said,
these guys
go
out.
ahead and
Just
activate the
one
scanner.
quick sweet hit here. So here's this disc launcher. This thing's pretty awesome. You can notice if you look at the animation on it, you can actually see the discs spinning, which are pretty cool. Here I'm trying to fire it between the two guys, and I don't know if it has any kind of a homing feature. It seems like it kind of homes in on them, but I don't know if it's just you have to sort of just be in the general area, and that's good enough because it has such a wide, you know, arc and sort of horizontal width on it. But yeah, you can see there it ricochets off one and slices into the other guy, which is pretty cool. And then here's the rocket launcher, which just absolutely obliterates them. But I really like the combat or the controls as far as these flips you can do, these little rolls along with that power slide. And this is just me at the beginning of it. I'm sure it gets far crazier the further I get in.
This thing is even picking up surface scratches.
Blade can only replicate what already exists, even the imperfections.
Now we're going to check the grenade mounts.
Here they say grenade mounts, but I'm throwing a grenade, so I don't know why they call it mounts, because it's not a part of my gun that I can see. It's just me, it's me throwing the grenade, unless I misheard that there. But yeah, see, I'm just throwing the grenades. And then you have different types of grenades. Here's the EMP grenade, so that stunned that guy. So on top of that, it's got
we need to get some data on how far
you got your
we push
melee
the activator.
controls too, which is pretty cool.
I'm releasing an
And
object
being
to
you have
test
this
your impact
powered
force.
nano suit,
Our friends at
can
the Pentagon were happy
punch
to lend us a
through,
brand new piece of equipment.
steel
Electromagnetic
walls
armor.
and stuff like that.
Punch
which
it
is
as
pretty
much
cool.
as you'd like, Sam.
Controls are really good. I can't help but think like how cool like Resident Evil 5 would have been if they had controls similar to this. I mean, less the power slide, of course.
So we can't hit the thing too quick, huh?
And I actually
Go ahead
didn't mind
and
the
punch it
controls too much in Resident Evil 5. I know a
Nothing
lot of
beats the
people,
old one, too.
they too
Looks like
clunky,
you still got
it
some
controls
fight
like a
in you,
tank,
Sam.
but once you get used to it, I thought it was fine. But if it controlled like some of these controls, it would have been pretty quick. So there again, it's overheating, and you can also overheat on your melee attacks. So something to keep in mind, you just can't keep spamming the attack button.
Sam, we took the measurements we made of your brain's sympathetic nervous system and tuned the R's suit's synaptic emitters to augment your reactions under fire.
Doesn't really make walking around with electrodes all day any more comfortable.
Small price to pay for having
Yeah,
elevated
shut the
synaptic
fuck up, you
activity
got a
during
power
critical
suit.
fight or flight situations.
Will you two quit bickering like a couple of MIT grad students? Now let's proceed with our test
Alright,
of the
so I
R's
had some
functionality.
problems here with
Let me
this
know when you're
AR
ready,
mode.
Sam.
Okay.
So this is what I was talking about earlier. You go into this slowdown, this sweet like slowdown mode when you're in danger, like bullet time deal. But I was having a hard time having it activate. You can either activate it automatically, or I mean, it'll activate automatically when you're
I
in
finished
danger.
implementing the manual trigger system you asked for. The system will automatically
Elena's
lock
talking
if it
about that
detects
there.
any life-threatening imbalances in your hormonal levels.
But
due
you
to
can also
extended
activate it
use.
yourself manually, and I was having trouble with the manual deal. It's like you have to evade, and then while you're evading, you activate it. So it's kind of odd. I wish you didn't have to evade. I wish you could just activate it, and then if you want to evade while it's active. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm just not understanding that, but it seems like the only way you can activate it is like to start the evade and then you do it. Which once you get used to it is okay, but you can see me kind of struggling a bit there with it to begin with, but then I kind of got the hang of it. And it looks really cool. I really like the slowdown, and it's a lot of fun to play with. So even just on this tutorial, I'm having a hell of a lot of fun with this game. I can already tell, unless something really goes horribly wrong, that this is going to be a pretty sweet game. You notice even the animations on the suit's not static, which is really cool too. You'll notice that the suit will move. Little bits of it will move in and out, like on the back where the jet comes there.
Very well. I think that's enough for
So you
today's
get a little
test.
trophy there for
Good job,
just
Sam.
for doing the training.
That little workout made me hungry. Elena, you up for
Let's
some
jet to the murder joint.
So it goes right into the beginning here, and I absolutely love the beginning of this game. It's fucking over the top in the best possible way. Some of it's kind of cheesy extreme, but it's great. It's like the beginning of this game is like the end of a lot of other game. You know, it's that just kind of over the top. And so far, I'm really liking the graphics on this game. You know, they're not the absolute highest that I've seen, but you know, they're certainly quality graphics, well done, and I like the cinematic approach. Again, it is there is some cheesiness to it, but I do think it's in a good way. But there's also, you know, it's trying to be pretty epic too, which I appreciate. So I'm not sure what this is here. Okay, so this is, I think this is the enemies here targeting their Death Star. You know, fear will keep them in line. Fear this battle station. So look at this array of, you know, they're gonna fire this massive cannon. Look at that thing. It's just built, it looks like, for one purpose, and that's to fire its Death Star array. Uh-oh. No. 99 such love balloons. Oh no. Hell no. What is that? Oh, I'm out of here. That is enough. 33. Oh, I dropped my Coke. Oh my god, no. I shouldn't have eaten that last. That poor fat SOB. That's what you get for too many ding-dongs. But even the svelte people must go. I don't understand. So this, it looks like some kind of array hit that not only is doing massive physical damage to everything. It looks like it's boiling the water there, like a microwave or something. But then maybe that's what it is. I was wondering if it was changing the people, but I think it's just melted them or something like that from the inside, making their blood and water in them or something. But I mean, look at this fucking beginning there. There goes the Golden Gate bridge, just completely obliterated, along with half the city. You know, things are not looking good here. So I don't know. Look at this guy. Oh, my wrist. And look at these guys. Like, the fucking city just blew up. And look, they're sauntering. Like, oh, I guess we better move in.
The Order of the Russian Star now welcomes you
This
to the inauguration of a new Russian state.
Bad guy.
My order is now the only authority in Russia. In 10 hours, we exercise our newfound strength once again.
There is but one way to prevent the destruction of
New York City.
your complete and unconditional
Come on.
surrender.
And I love his throne there. He's like completely. You ever notice like in these future games,
Today has been
a
a day of
lot of
great
times there's like a female president, and
San
I have nothing
Francisco
against
will
that,
never
but
be
it's
the
just, it seems
And
like
the
it's
toll of our war
it's
has
been quite
increased by
a few
countless
games
men, women,
or
and
even like
children.
TV shows where
Their loss
it's like
is
they're trying to
deeply
look
felt by
futuristic
every
because the
American.
president is female, you
To
know.
those who have committed
you know,
this
like
heinous
that's
act,
that's the next evolution that, you know, hasn't happened yet, which, you know, it's only a matter of time. Probably Hillary Clinton will probably be the first female president.
Our will resolute.
But
We will be
it's just kind of
victorious.
something I've noticed.
God bless
She
you.
did a little fist pump there for the
And
U.S.
God bless the United States of America.
So now, look at this beginning to this game. It's just, it's like,
SCO-1 Providence is currently under the control of those responsible.
I love
for the coup
everyone's
in Moscow.
gruff voice.
We believe the operation is being led by a Red known as Zaitsev. Oh yeah, this is Sam.
Couldn't they given him
sent
a
him to
cooler
come
name
along
than
with
Sam?
us.
This is Sam.
Man, we've got 8 hours to stop New York from becoming the next San Francisco. Make no mistake, we will.
Look at this
stop
guy.
them
Besides his
happening.
fucking bionic commando arm, he's like
Sam,
9 feet tall.
I'm not
Oh,
sure
hello.
if you've noticed, but your new friends don't seem too fond of
Ivanova.
DARPA operatives take their orders directly from POTUS and SecDef. These guys are just interested in marking their territory.
Cinematic angle there.
Remember why we're here.
And I don't know if this guy's supposed to be kind of, it's kind of like the gruff, almost like Solid Snake.
Betrayed by one of its own. You two are the only ones I can trust with this information. The Russian
Okay, it is a
military
microwave. I didn't catch that when I played the first time.
to attack the
I think I was looking at Ivanova a little bit too long there, maybe.
with such a heinous purpose. You know what must be done.
So apparently that guy built the microwave emitter, and he's like, it can't be used for this purpose. But what else are you using that microwave emitter for? I mean, was it not built as a weapon to begin with?
Hell, even
So
this
I don't know.
suit
I might
runs on his
need
energy
to
design.
research. I might have missed something with that.
It's too valuable to kill.
Like I said, I was
I
too
know.
busy looking at the graphics and
This the toy you've been working
waiting to
on?
get into combat, I guess. Look at this guy. He's fucking giant.
Not even scratched. You did get some training.
than yours,
Our simulators are very thorough.
Nice arm.
They did quite a number on you, huh? We could use you as a test subject at DARPA.
You little prick. Mind you, this is still the beginning of the game. Like, I haven't done anything outside of the tutorial as far as controlling any of this yet. So I actually, even though it's kind of cheesy and stuff, I think this is a pretty sweet beginning to a game. It's pretty cool.
You're not allowed to smoke on the ship.
Wow, no smoking, brother. Put that shit out. Alright, so here I'm finally getting to play. Not that I mind that long beginning, I actually thought that was pretty cool. But I'm happy to be actually moving in now. So, as far as I understand it, we're in part of this like fleet, this armada that they showed in that cutscene that's coming up against the big bad Russian enemy there. But I think we're in this like big mothership right here, but it's getting torn to pieces, it looks like. So it looks like that guy's name is Burns, the guy with the big bionic commando arm and the huge Gatling gun. I ain't got time to bleed. So, here we go. Hell's bells. Yep, so we're in this Star Destroyer type ship coming up against their fleet. Just crazy. I mean, this is like, the war is already on, so they're, like, I have to think they must have skipped ahead a bit in time since when they fired that death ray. Because, I mean, it would have taken some time to get this whole fleet together and massed up. Unless they're just already out there, you know, in space at the ready. So here we somehow snuck in, it looks like. Okay, so I think, I'm not sure if if our larger ship just joined into this smaller one. I'm getting a little confused as to, so we're inside of this here, but is this an enemy craft we're inside of right now? I think it is, because we end up having to blow open the door here. So yeah, we're inside one of the enemy's larger ships. At first I thought you were maybe docking with like some mothership of yours, and that's probably my fault. I didn't pay attention on it. But actually, I like the character designs a lot too. They remind me of the Colonial Marines from Aliens, and I'm actually excited to play that game that's coming out. But I like the character designs. The robot designs, so far, they're not too bad. They're nothing too special, and they kind of look a little bit like the Geth, somewhat, but like a little more bulky, and they get obviously red, you know, Russian, they gotta be the reds here. But the suits for the regular guys are pretty cool. So here, yeah, so here we've entered, but just getting pelted.
What the hell's going on down here?
Again, this is all just the beginning. I got control there for a little bit, but now we're back into this cutscene. So quite an extended lot of cutscenes in the beginning here.
Get on board, son. We're ready for wheels up.
I like the ship designs. It's pretty cool. But yeah, even the soldiers, they don't look too lackluster to me. You know, like they took a good amount of time on all the character designs, which I think is cool. I like these ships too. They kind of have a Robotech vibe, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, we are coming up against the enemy here, trying to get in deep into the heart of their ship. And now we've taken flight with these little drop ships. Looks like got Burns there, and I'm looking there somewhere. Same character. Hells yes, here we come! And so this is like, almost feels like an all or nothing, like desperate ploy to get the troops into the ship. Because I mean, it's just, oh my god! All right, so that our Star Destroyer ship's not going anywhere anytime soon. But mission accomplished. We got the troops in. Look at this frickin' gun. And agile too, like the guy's giant, but you can just easily roll with that thing too. But this
The Russians have complete control of this
so
place.
now we have breached, and I'm finally again in control. So there, it's going into that AR slowdown mode, which I'm, you know, you notice I'm not the best at it yet. I'm just kind of figuring the controls, getting used to everything. So I take quite a bit of damage there, and I'm actually playing on normal here. But I think
If you go there, you should be able to flank the enemy from behind.
I think I want to restart it and play on hard, just because I'd like to try and nab a lot of the trophies in one go through, but maybe for fun factor I should just keep it on normal so it's not quite as stressful. But I don't mind the challenge, but I might be able to do a little more fun maneuvering keeping it on normal. So we'll see, but right now this is on normal difficulty. So you see there, I'm use the square button to get into cover. Looks like there are explosive containers strewn throughout. And here I wasn't quite sure. I mean, I knew there were enemies up there, but I didn't quite get that those were turrets. I thought I had to destroy them at first. So I'm trying to punch them there, but see, there's a sweet clip that I did out of the way. And there it went into the auto AR mode, slowing down, pretty cool. So then I finally figured out, well, I need to get on these turrets and use them to take down these ATST type walkers. Alright, so my suit's overheated there. You'll know it's overheated when you get that noise, and then also it'll kind of churn out this, it'll kind of exhaust like an orange, you know, flames or exhaust, whatever you want to call that, out of that back sort of jet port. Okay, so here's another ship, another one of our ships coming in. So, you know, apparently we're striking at probably one of their main ships, maybe the one that Russian guy was on. I'm not sure what his name is, the main enemy. So here you can switch. I think there might have been an alternate fire for the turret, like firing rockets, but I'm not quite sure. But this power slide move game's almost worth the price of admission just for that sweet thing. And then when you do that and you flip into an AR mode here, it's pretty cool. I think I get some odd achievement here before the end of this level for it's really easy just for like killing a robot while in AR mode or 3 of them in a row or some odd deal. So here I'm just kind of going crazy, and then I start shooting that guy in the back thinking it was an enemy and it's not. I gave that guy a little uppercut. So here I gotta get into cover. And then something I'm just noticing now is there's actually a score, which I think is great. You know, not enough games in this generation have an actual like score. You know, it's more just, you know, reaching goals or doing specific tasks, and you know, and then obviously your achievements, trophies are kind of part of your score too. But I like having the actual score, you know, different points for things. So there, I got some odd trophies. So here we've reached in. And I think we're at the end of this. Well, thanks for watching. I'll be posting more of these. I'd like to do the whole playthrough on YouTube. So stay tuned. Add any commentary you like at the bottom. Go ahead and subscribe. Let me know what you think of Vanquish. So far, so good. I'm really liking it.